All right, brother, between the slips, we're back again.
Yes.
And this time we're going to be talking about FC Barcelona.
Yes.
And the big story that's happening there. Lionel Messi has officially
Yes.
put in a transfer request. We never thought we'd see this day.
Yeah.
We never thought, and
No, man.
we never thought we would see this day. Messi has requested to leave
Barcelona. I don't know. It's weird for me, man. It's one of those.
It's sad, bruh.
It is sad, and that's why it's weird for me because I'm not supposed to feel sad for these Barcelona.
I mean, it's Barcelona.
It's Barcelona.
We don't like Barcelona.
We hate Barcelona. But on a serious note, I mean, Messi is the heart and soul of that team, and for things to end or looking like they're going to end in such a way,
Sure.
it leaves a bad taste in a football fan's mouth. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't happen. But here we go, it's happening, and he faxed his transfer request through, and it's just, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I think there's a lot going wrong in Barcelona currently. I mean,
a lot is an understatement.
a lot is an understatement, and he's not the only one. We look at when Koeman has just sacked Luis Suarez, you know, and so in such a crude manner as well. There's a lot going wrong, and you know, having him come in and for all these things to go wrong, it's I don't know. It's chaotic. It's not nice, and I feel sad. I really feel sad.
I really, more than anything, I feel sad more for Barcelona fans because they're not only going to lose their best player ever, they're also going to be stuck with a club that is literally going nowhere. You have an aging squad. All the aging players in the squad have long-term contracts on them.
Yeah.
They have long-term contracts, your Busquets, your PKs, your Rakitic, and they're all sitting
30s.
on wage bills that are absolutely crazy.
Astronomical.
So no one is going to be buying those players, and you have no chance of getting them out on a free.
Look, I mean, they are in a tight situation as an organization.
Yeah.
And we did touch on it last week. I asked you, okay, they're going to have a meeting. Then what if Messi says, all of you go, then what?
Yeah.
It's either you or me. And it seems like it's come to the point where he says it's me. And so they need to, once he goes, Suarez goes, then you're still stuck with these guys where you're going to have to pay them, and they're going to have to perform, which is unlikely because they've already reached their peak and they've already passed it, let's be honest. So now, having said that, how are you going to offload them? Unless they're going to run their contracts down and then become free agents, but then you're
That's
still
gonna
losing.
Be years, bro.
Exactly, you're still, dude, it's a mess. It's
terrible.
It's just a mess, bro.
But
It's just a
it
mess.
just seems like there's only one solution that needs to happen here, and it was what most people were saying even before last week and stuff. We were saying that it's either the board, Bartomeu, or Messi.
Yes.
And now Messi has come out and he said, "Okay, I'm
It's
out.
me.
I'm out."
Yeah,
so there's
I'm
still the option of, there's still a hope that he might stay if these guys leave. So if Bartomeu resigns as a president of the club, and if the board goes, there's a chance that Messi might stay because a new president is going to come in and probably a new direction for a club.
Look, I mean, if Bartomeu really thinks about the club, he should leave.
He should leave.
Everything has just gone south under his tenure, so he should leave, and the club should start all over again and restructure them. We've been saying this for months though, you and I, Los Blancos. We've been saying that the board is rotten, and it's not a secret. Everybody can see it.
Yeah.
But now fix it. That's what I'm saying. Fix it. Leave, guys, so that the club can get back to where it was, so we can get to the point where we can hate Barcelona properly while they're still up there.
Yeah.
There's no point
Hate
kicking
them for being good.
Yeah, there's no point kicking a flipping dead dog. You know, it doesn't make sense to us. So let Bartomeu leave. Let the team be restructured. And I mean, PK offered to leave after that performance.
I mean,
against
he
Bayern.
should definitely.
He should definitely.
He should
leave.
be one of the players to leave.
But big ups to him for actually picking up his hand and saying, look, I can leave, because he's thinking about the organization, he's thinking about the team.
Yeah.
So why can't the president and all the guys on the board do the same thing?
Yeah.
So they should leave.
Yeah.
They should leave.
So when the news broke out yesterday, it obviously prompted a lot of speculations and a lot of clubs were being lined up. So literally everyone was going bonkers yesterday.
Yes.
And there was talk of Man United, there was talk of Man City, there was talk of PSG, and believe it or not, there was talk of Arsenal as well. So I know it's crazy.
Yeah,
I know it's crazy.
I think that's the
but,
worst one.
But there's a lot of teams that have been lining up and are genuinely interested in having Messi.
But here's an interesting situation here.
Yeah.
Messi is actually willing to go for free.
Exactly, because he wants to activate a clause in his contract where he's not going to be going, because his bar clause is 700 million.
Yeah.
And honestly, no one is going to be paying that amount of money.
No one.
For someone who's going to be earning $1 million a week again.
Exactly.
So there's a clause in his contract, and Barcelona are claiming that the clause has expired.
Yeah.
So we can't. So you can already see there's going to be a tussle between Messi and the club. He's going to want to exercise his clause.
Yes.
Barcelona are going to try to counter that and say, well, it's expired. You know.
Yeah. Look, like Gary Lineker said, he hopes, because it's come to this point, he hopes Barcelona can allow him to exercise that clause so that he can leave. I'm saying the same thing. And if he can, obviously Barcelona are not going to do it. I mean, he's worth a lot of money and he still is producing. Whether we like it or not, he might be aged or old, whatever, but he's still producing what he needs to produce. He's still doing Messi things. So having said that, they're not going to let him go, but he deserves a good send-off. They deserve a mutual send-off.
That's the thing,
a mutual and clean send-off between the two. Because now it's looking like an ugly divorce. It's looking like a very ugly divorce, and it's something that should not have ever happened in this lifetime or the next. Yeah.
Now looking at the teams that I was talking about,
for
you realistically, let's say he does exercise his clause and he does leave Barcelona on a free.
Yeah.
Which team does he realistically go to, Sanele? And I'm not talking about finances only. I'm looking at team that might need Messi in the squad, who might actually make it work in the team. Where does he go?
PSG. PSG, definitely.
Why PSG?
Because they don't have a Messi. Well, granted, not any team has a Messi,
oh, they
but
got Neymar and
no. But you know, the Messi and Neymar combination was on fire when they were together, so they could rekindle that, and they're still good friends off the pitch, so that could spark something for them. I did
French league though.
Yeah, that's the big problem. Though that's where careers go to die. I was thinking City, that Pep and Messi reunite, and everybody's been wondering how he would play in the English Premier League. We all remember the famous, can he do it in a rainy day?
I mean, it does.
You know,
it does sound exciting to have him in the league.
It does.
But I mean, come on, at City now, that's gonna be tickets for everyone else.
Realistically, where can he go besides those two teams? Because he does have a connection if he goes to PSG with Neymar. He does have a connection if he goes to City with Pep. So where else would he go? Where else can he go?
United can't afford him right now because you guys are still trying to buy Sancho, and you can't afford him to pay the 100 million.
I don't even know why we want Sancho, but that's not this topic right now. Let's just carry on with this Messi one. Listen, we can't afford him.
Yeah. So would you have Messi at Man United?
Of course, any team would love to have Messi at Man United, but I mean, would we play him in position? Like,
he'll be good backup for Martial.
I can't believe this bastard.
Obviously, that was a joke.
I can't believe you went that low, you bastard. But what? He's such a bastard. You know?
Good backup for Lingard.
No, bro, don't do that. Don't do that, you bastard.
Yeah, but
on a serious
you can definitely fit in the team.
Which team wouldn't he be able to fit in? I think that is more of the question. Not a team where he would fit in. Because even if you look at a team like Argentina, there are times, yes, he does choke in big matches and finals. Let's not take that away from him. But he's the reason why they get to the final in the first place. So he is able to play with pieces of wood on the field but still deliver. So which team wouldn't afford to be able to have Messi? That's the real question for me.
It's one of those movies where you just don't want it to end bad.
Yes.
You just don't want to end bad, and possibly looking at what might happen, Sanele, what can you project that could happen in this movie? Because Messi wants out. Barcelona have an option to keep him at the club if they let go of the president and the board, or they might fight Messi and say, listen,
this is okay.
You stay or you just go. but we want money for your departure.
Listen, I don't know how it's gonna end. I can only tell you how I want it to end.
Yeah.
I want the board to leave.
Yeah.
So Messi stays and he dies at Barcelona. That's what I want.
Start from scratch. Everything.
Start from
the board.
scratch. The board, alles
Yeah.
out. Sack. Then Messi can stay and die at Barcelona. That's what I want. I think that's what the footballing gods would want
Yeah.
as well. Listen, we're not Barcelona fans by any means, by
Yeah.
any stretch of the imagination. But Messi is one of those players that goes beyond the club.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's like a Gerrard, he's like a Scholes. You can't hate those people. They're so titanic
To their
right?
clubs.
To the clubs.
Yeah.
So I think having said that, the board should go, Messi should stay, and they should rebuild it. And the way they got rid of Suarez, that was you don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like over a phone call, that was less than a minute.
A good servant of the club.
I mean,
who's been there, and even before that, the likes of Dani Alves, when they left as well, it wasn't a pretty sight.
It
So
wasn't.
you just have the situation with these clubs, and Real Madrid as well. When
With
it comes to their
Casillas,
legends, like, I
yes.
just don't understand why you would disrespect people who have served the club so well.
Yeah, so let's just hope that this movie ends the way everybody wants it to end. With
I mean, the
board
movie
getting
has
out.
a script.
It does.
It's a very simple script. Messi finishes at Barcelona. When he leaves, 90,000 people in the stadium saying goodbye to him.
A ceremonial
How
match
does
for
he
him.
go
Yeah.
when there's not even fans to say goodbye
goodbye.
to the greatest player in the history of the club?
So that's how I want the movie to end. I don't see it any other way. I feel that yes, it's exciting if it goes to another team and other leagues and blah 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 blah. But I just feel from the mind, it's exciting for him to go. But from the heart, son, he should die in Barcelona.